And I am back. I have managed to rustle up a fisherman's friend for my poor throat. Allergy season just fully sucks. So my throat is already feeling better, even though my coconut water is now going to taste very strange. But you know what? We'll live with the problem. Alright, let's get this crafting quest thing out of the way. If you want something made, you need to provide the materials. I'll handle the rest. I wondered where you were. I'm Janice. Pleased to meet you, SoulWorker. Yeah, why are you so jumpy? If you carry your weapon openly like this, every idiot will recognize you. I'm not an idiot. I called you for a specific reason. As a SoulWorker, you must always attempt to become even stronger, right? It would be tragic if supernaturals and SoulWorkers had to die from pure weakness, wouldn't it? Neither you nor the SFL would like that. It's harder to read quickly with a fisherman's friend in your mouth. That's why I recommend that you make use of my special talents. Most specifically, my special crafting skill with which I can dismantle materials and build new items. They call me Janice, Alchemist of the Twilight. Hee hee. That also means that you'll need my help to get stronger, but there's still one thing. This business is illegal. Since time immaterial, it's been said that one shouldn't commit any sin, isn't that right? Well, that's only for the simple folk. Come to me when you're ready to do something illegal. I would never force anyone to do anything they weren't prepared to do, so the decision is yours. You'll probably come back to me anyway. To be honest, the SoulWorker equipment from the SFL is pretty miserable. Gee, thanks, Janice. This calls for a special report. How is it? What does the lad say? Janice! That was Janice! I found it! I finally found something exclusive! There's no time for something like that now. Go on, follow. No, start with the report. Oh no, the camera. First the camera. Wait, we don't have a cameraman. And now, of all times, if Cynthia hadn't taken hell, we would have had an exclusive report now. Exactly. Could you take over the camera instead? What do you think? I'll pay you fairly. There's no one here but me, anyway. To be honest, the SoulWorker equipment from the Starry Forest League is pretty bad. Hey, are you going to help me or not? Well, if I had known, we would have held on to hell. That's all very weird. Alright. And another quest on Miriam here. Obtain your upgrades. Huh? What is it? Why so serious? Are you still worried about something? Tell Miriam about Janice. Ah, an illegal merchant. Are you asking me if it's right to use illegal methods to become stronger? Or are you asking me what the punishment is if you do? It's generally forbidden to sell soul weapons or other equipment illegally. The punishment is so terrible that no one can endure it. However, no one knows exactly what the punishment is, because no one has ever been condemned to it. I can't tell you any more than that. We can't arrest everyone who does something illegal. Ultimately, the talk about the punishment is just to keep people from doing it. That's kind of the point of having a punishment that is, talked about. Even I know a lot of people who do illegal things, but up to now, none of them has ever been held accountable. That's the world we live in now. We have to redefine what exactly illegal is. Is that really what people do in order to survive? Is everything that goes outside of the rulebook of some petty bureaucrat illegal? Isn't it more a matter of finding ways to survive? Complicated. What I actually wanted to say is that you should do what you think is right. And one more thing. Even if it is illegal, the important thing is to not get caught. But that's just my opinion. If you're looking for a more conservative answer, talk to Ryu. Speak to Ryu. Oh, must I? Well, Ryu might tell you something different. Must I? You know what? Forget that. I'm gonna go kill something. Oh, just the one quest in here, huh? Oh well. Puppets Legion. You'd think with all that running around with questing and stuff that I would have more stuff in here, but no. Well, this is where we fight mostly mannequins and dolls, so not going to have to see the spiders again until I decide to do that hard quest.
慎重に行動してください。デザインセンスが皆無ですわね。
Super creepy! Those sort of items are around just to keep your combo up in case you have to hurry from one group to another. But I'm a little lazy, so... Nice. I see a box. Let's go get what the box has. I do not like fighting bosses in here. They're really annoying. I could frenzy. I'm definitely gonna have to practice with that skill some more. Just putting it down in the right place seems to be very important. Let's see, did I miss anything? I did not. I feel much better. That was an awful lot of running around for not very much reward. So murdering some things. It feels better. I suppose I'll speak to Ryu now. Are you talking about illegal traders? Illegal means illegal. It's not according to law, and you should be punished. Laws prevent accidents and prescribe rules. Illegal action is punished because it leads to a higher risk of accidents. But then I have to ask you something. Do you think that this world follows the laws and thus avoids accidents? Certainly not, right? Accidents happen anyway. By following the law, we are still exposed to dangers. Accidents happen when you follow the law, and they also happen when you don't follow it. I think you shouldn't be too dependent on the law, because obedience to the law has no effect on us. I won't add anything if you believe that the law must therefore be followed that much more. I doubt that you must obey the law when doing so puts your life at risk. I support illegal trade. For some, it's the only opportunity to survive in this world. I will neither answer questions nor listen to the opinions of others on the matter. I have chosen this path for myself and stand by it. That is all I have to say. I'll handle the rest. Well, that was a whole lot of words that said absolutely nothing. But it also reminds me that I have this other box here. Cash shop stuff. Super dimension radio. Oh boy. And an inventory expansion. Oh, I need that badly. Gimme. There we go. There's a bit more space. Now I did that on purpose so that I could get this, which I can't quite use yet. You have to be level 10 to use this one, but if I'm going to upgrade a piece of equipment, which I probably am soon, that's the one I want to upgrade. I knew you would come back. At times like these, thinking about what's legal or not is folly. Shall we? A stronger saw. What I make is mostly soul weapons and equipment. I told you that my weapons are more powerful than those the Starry Forest League hands out. No, that doesn't explain it correctly. My creations have an entirely different dimension. There is a limit that cannot be overcome with mere skill, but the materials are also important. There are some materials that only I can use. Have you ever received something that is wonderful, moves somehow, is soft, and gives off a strange light? There, you have it. This material is vacuum substance. It is the energy of the vacuum which is affected by the neighboring energy and is transformed into another form. Only soul workers are able to materialize this energy. Anyone can work with materialized vacuum substance, but only soul workers are able to gather it. I call it just Han for the sake of simplicity. Thanks to this Han, the energy in the weapon is unsurpassed. Han isn't easy to handle, but it provides an item with unbelievable strength. The difference between the Starry Forest League and me is that they can't work with Han. They just don't have the talent for it. Besides, it isn't easy to materialize Han in an intact form. In other words, it isn't easy to obtain. Not everyone can just get it. But that doesn't mean there isn't a solution. For example, there are shards which contain small amounts of Han. If you mix these shards and reach a high density, it becomes Han, intact Han. But even when you have Han, you can't just make a soul weapon out of it. You require a base material, something like an ore or a core. And the most important thing is a blueprint. You need a blueprint for the thing you want to craft. I am very good, but even I can't craft something out of nothing. That should do for an explanation. Shall we begin? It is unlikely you have shards or Han, so I will loan you some for now and help you out. Here, take this. Craft a weapon with gems. Bring me the materials and hire me to craft with them. Craft the shattered Han. Okay. So, craft... Open this up. Okay, let's take it down to currently craftable. I am not sure where it is. Oh, material crafting, of course. Okay. Make one of these. See, that's one of the problems that I have with this game, is that it's imperfectly translated. So you can't always tell exactly what you're supposed to be doing with these crafting and upgrading quests. Good. Now we will craft soul weapons with this Han. Let's see. What does the blueprint say? Here is the blueprint. I designed this blueprint because I wanted to craft soul weapons myself. So we have the blueprint, Han, and other material. Alright, that's enough. Now hire me to do the crafting. Your SoulWorker weapon type is... it's Myth Scythe, so I will orientate the crafting on that. Okay, so we got another box. Open that up. Blueprint, tarnished weapon core, metal stone. Alright. So we craft soul weapon, what is currently craftable, Janus custom myth scythe. And we have all the things. It still costs me money despite this being a tutorial quest. Craft away. There we go. One scythe. Nowhere near as good as my own scythe. And super? Great? Fantastic? Merely plebeian. Hehe, what? That's nothing. Just bring me the blueprints and I'll create even more complicated and stronger things. Come to me if you need anything else. I can make anything with the right materials. Of course, it's not free. Money rules the world. Do you know what I mean? Now get out of here quickly. Hanging around with someone like you for too long is sure to draw unwelcome attention. I mean, there's a search going on. Haha. Come to me if you need anything else, understood? Yeah, thanks for nothing. And finally, congratulations! You have now officially entered into the world of the illegal. I, Janus, the alchemist of the Twilight, am always pleased when you visit, SoulWorker. Hehehe. Yeah, thanks. That's great. Alright, moving along. You and your horse. Alright, let's open up the shop and sell off this equipment that I don't need. Well, actually, let's dismantle the custom scythe, just because. Alright, we'll just sell the other ones, because I don't care. And then we'll dump all of the materials into the bank.
クラウドリーム連合銀行はあなたの資産を安全にお守りします。
And then off to Major Benjamin to actually continue the main quest. ... I already heard from the operator. What an unbelievable gift. A mannequin army. Oh, just for me to fight. Since the monsters have no command structure, they're not as strong in battle. Maybe we should be thankful for that. Fighting against metal was quite boring. We have another problem. We've discovered the tracks of a huge mannequin. It's very slow, but it's heading towards Rococo Town. Codename Big Puppet. Innovative. It might be large, but there's another issue. Our satellite scan found out that it's carrying a large amount of explosives inside it. I think that's the real present. Explosives? Well, this sounds exciting. Can't we just cut the fuse? It's not that simple. Its explosion radius would be about 10 kilometers. If it explodes near Rococo Town, that's the end of it. Even for you as a soul worker, such a large explosion would be very dangerous. What should we do then? We can't just let the city zone be blown up. The Starry Forest League in Rococo Town is not equipped to handle it alone, and we can't hope for reinforcements from Grace City. We could send all our troops over there to buy more time, but we won't survive very long. The best thing would be to attack by helicopter, But the problem is we don't have one. We don't even have a tank. However, there's an NED company helicopter in our square. We have to use that one. What, the NED company? Surely not the Notorious. Do you know the NED company? Yes, I used to have dealings with them. 15 years ago, the Army's old weapons were recycled there. Now it's the heart of the armaments industry. Compared to them, every other business is insignificant. Above all, their greed for money is unmatched. When war breaks out, it's always the weapons industry that profits from it. They can definitely help us out financially. It's a greedy company almost exclusively concerned with profit, but in order to save mankind, we've united and we fight alongside one another. Please, go to Sean. He's responsible for the NED company branch in Rococo Town. It's our only chance. Speak to Sean. Don't listen to any stories. Stick to your guns at all costs. Begging doesn't suit me. Maybe I should try it with threats? Do what you must, but if he runs off, it'll be your fault, so you'd better be nice. Oh la. Off to threaten the company guy. How much longer do we have to stay in this backwater? Everything's grubby and much too small. So you're the Starry Forest League's new supernatural. I've heard about you. Rumors like those tend to be exaggerated. The SFL really does everything under the sun. Why can't you tell from your own body if it's boasting or not? Humph, don't talk such rubbish. They're convincing ignorant children to play hero? This really isn't funny anymore. And what brings you to the greatest talent of the NED company? To me, Sean. I've come here to ask you to lend us a helicopter. We have to face a huge mannequin that's carrying a bomb. Its explosive force is enormous. If it explodes near the city limits, we're all goners. Work together? Helicopter? A huge Vessi mannequin is on its way here? Thank goodness. If they level Rococo Town, I can finally get away from here and work somewhere else. Rococo Town is the worst place ever. There's nothing here. There's not even an entertainment district or an outlet. Who would have thought that the Vessi would be my chance to get out of this dump? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That's why I'm going to decline the offer to work with the Starry Forest League. But you're quite happy to use what City Zone residents have built for your own personal gain, right? Humph, we've had this problem before. The helicopter itself is expensive, but it costs even more to use it. And it's possible that using it in battle could result in it being shot down. It seems dangerous. To risk an expensive helicopter for the people who live here, there's no payoff for us. It's the obligation of the rich to support those who have nothing. You only see the money in your hand. You'll never become a great man like that. You're holding a sermon here and asking us for things without getting on your knees and begging? Looks like the League sent their best man for the job. Wow. I don't see why we should work with you. They just send a kid here and want to cooperate? Stop dreaming. Ask Eric for help. I won't surrender to a lower being like you. On the contrary, I'll make sure you surrender. Just wait. It's ridiculous. They have no sense of decency. The mechanic dude whose life I saved wants to help. Let's let him help. Hey, I'm still in your debt. Finally, it's my turn to help you. Oh, we met each other last time. How are you? Good. I called you because I just listened in on a conversation. Because you were only a few feet away and yelling. I'm not normally one for eavesdropping, but it doesn't sound that easy to get any help from Sean. Please be patient. It's hard to believe someone like that was sent to a place like this as punishment. Of course, nothing happens without a reason. But why was Sean sent here? Why in the world? It's probably a matter of character. Someone like that doesn't fit anywhere. Haha, it's true, but there's an even more crucial problem. Does he perhaps have a weakness? When you work together with people, then of course you find out their weaknesses. Anyway, I'll write a letter which you can take to Sean. When he reads the letter, he'll agree to cooperate with Starry Forest League. I guarantee it. Haha. Thanks, I'm in your debt and will repay that debt someday. Alright, this time I want to settle my debt. Forget it. If you really want to thank me, then rescue Rococo Town. The stronger ones must help the weaker ones. That's the way it goes. Don't worry, take care. Ha ha ha! Here I come with your blackmail, Sean. What? I told you, I have nothing more to say to you. But I have something to say. I want you to surrender. I don't know what you're thinking, but I definitely won't. Just shut your trap and take a look. Oof, don't act so smart. Let's see, 27th April. 400 million were embezzled from roadworks projects. Ah, damn! Sean tears up Eric's letter. Ha ha! Damn, all those documents were supposed to have been destroyed. Why? Oh well, are you moping now? Drat! Fine, then I'll cooperate with the SFL. I'm doing what you want, damn it. You'll get a remote-controlled helicopter. However, we've run out of AI modules for our helicopters. The controls and weapons aren't working like they should. The SFL doesn't seem to be capable of developing its own AI modules. Damn, I guess I've got to do that too. It will take a bit more to make the AI module. In the meantime, go to R Square and defeat the mannequins near the helicopter. Survive the puppet's attacks and impregnability. About the cleanup, don't worry. I'll do a perfect job. Once the place is clean, I'll bring you the AI module personally. Be thankful that you'll at least get that. Everyone here is so charming and helpful, huh? Alright, what does he want? The mannequins keep getting stronger. The problem is we don't know where they're coming from. They look like machines and there are a lot of them. There must be a facility that's mass producing them somewhere. And we don't know how to locate it. We don't know what they consist of, what means we can determine their place of manufacture. We have just one option. We must read out the route that's programmed into them. It's almost certain they are heading for Rococo Town, but if we knew where they originate from, we would find their headquarters. Go and obtain the mannequin's navigation module. If we can read out its data, chances are good that we'll locate their HQ. Obtain ECU from Imp Puppet in R Square. Bring me the navigation system from the leading mannequin. And yet more quests. My dad's a pilot. You know what? Have you ever seen a plane? I have. It flew in the air, whoosh, like a big bird. Wicked. You know, my sister says Daddy can fly planes. I remember it. He had on the same clothes on as Ryu. But Daddy works in the big city now. He's so busy that we only get letters from him. So, I miss my daddy. He said that after 10 more sleeps he'll come and see us, but he hasn't come back. My sister cries when I say I miss Daddy. She smiles, but she cries inside. Can you do it? I want to see my daddy. Speak to Ryu about it. Wow, I'm gonna meet my daddy. Oh. Oh dear. Continuing. Let's hit up Eric first. How was it? It was helpful, wasn't it? You may think it's awful, but that's just the way it is. If we hadn't done that, he wouldn't do a thing. Here, takes this. It's an HEMS tag. Investigate the HEMS in Rococo Town. Shall I explain what HEMS is first? It's an abbreviation of something, but I can't remember what. Anyway, you can send mail with it. Think of it as a sort of public email system since the network lines are defective. You can send not only letters, but packages too. Not bad, huh? This technology was unimaginable before the vacuum. I don't understand the principle, but it's an incredible invention. The claim that war promotes science doesn't seem to be wrong. Take your HEMS dog tag and register at the HEMS OMAT. Its operation is extremely simple. Just take it and wait. I'll wait for you here. Get to know new achievements. Not very helpful, but okay. Well, Ryu's on the way to the mailbox. Setsuka said something similar. I own Gaien a lot. He's Ryoko and Setsuka's father. He's something like a mentor who took me under his wings. You could also call it the quintessence of camaraderie. Speaking words? Not today. Gaien is currently in Grace City as the first pilot of the heavy gears. As you know, you can't simply clear off and leave your post in this war. Because of that, he asked me to look after Ryoko and Setsuka. For sure, I know that too. Without friendship, even normal conversations are difficult. What if I change my attitude? What does this have to do with anything? Haha, Setsuka and Ryoko? What a pleasant idea. Today's the perfect day for it too. This is getting us nowhere. I'm getting goosebumps, and somehow a bad feeling. Everything takes time. I'm trying my hardest, but it's not working. You need to talk openly with Setsuka about this sort of thing. It's not good to make empty promises. That's not your fault, is it? If it's that hard to talk about emotions, then maybe Ryoko could help. She's done that sort of thing often. It's a bit craven, but there's nothing for it. Not everyone can deal with children. That all was just very... I don't even know. Okay, this is the mailbox. Yep, system ready. Forever grateful. Thank you for using HEMS Express Mail. Your dog tag is being scanned. Identification successful. I'll explain the main function of HEMS to you. It's a mailbox. HEMS stands for Hyper Express Mailing System. It's used for sending and receiving emails and other posts. There are no limits on the use of HEMS. HEMS can be used wherever it is found. The main function of HEMS is the transfer of items and currency. Note, however, that there is a small charge, so be careful. This ends the explanation of the HEMS functions. Thank you. Moving along. Ryoko! What, you promised Setsuka you'd bring her father? Why did you do that? This is terrible. I'd promised nothing! Setsuka is very stubborn, like a dog with a bone. Once she's got something in her head, she sees it through to the end. Oh, and just when she had calmed down a little. There's nothing for it. Don't worry, I'll manage it somehow. Yes, just trust me. I'll convince my little sister. Setsuka may like to cry, but you don't have to worry. Something terrible has happened. Something really terrible. Setsuka suddenly started to beg. She wanted to meet Dad. She said you would make it happen. Now she's calling me a liar and begging me to take her to Dad. If she wasn't my little sister, I'd have told her off ages ago. Waha, my sister's a liar. She's fibbing. She's always tricking me. Waha! My goodness, how can anyone's voice be that loud? I bet they can hear you as far away as Grace City. Well, I hate you! I want to see Daddy! Waha! How are you going to clean this mess up? I just said I'd talk to Ryu about maybe seeing her father. I didn't promise I'd bring her father. It's not my fault. That was just a joke. I know you can't. But I want you to help me soothe her so she doesn't have all of Rococo Town up in arms. We used to live at R Square. I had a small clothes shop there. I've been unable to go there ever since the vacuum. At any rate, our dad's jacket is probably still there. It's a military uniform he used to wear at parades. Setsuka loved it. She always said that the uniform really suited him. I thought I'd go get it if I had the opportunity, but the mannequins have made it impossible. I guess you can imagine what I want you to do. Please go to R Square and get our father's uniform. Obtain the pilot's jacket from Zanetti Puppet in Solus. In this situation, we should find something appropriate for her. It's the only way we can stop the little devil. She's not going to want to see me. Please go and take it to Setsuka. It's really hard taking care of little sisters. Continuing. Another thing to turn in. It just keeps going. Oh, there you are. Have you had everything explained to you? Use it well. Let's see. Have I paid you back enough with that? Oh, who knows by this point. Ugh. Okay, let's go murder some stuff. Let's go make some things dead. Let's make it happen. We shall unalive the things. Very nice. Very nice. Excellent.
体の調子はどう？私のことですの。でしたら全く問題ございませんわ。辛かったら戻って休んでね。君が倒れたらみんなが心配するわ。お気遣いありがたいです。私には必要ございませんわ。
Did I miss anything? Any boxes or anything? No. I know I missed a bunch of the plot because I was paying attention to murdering things, but... I really like that suction skill. That suction skill is first rate. Go. I'm still bad at dodging, but at least I can kill. Suicide Puppet Roar. That's a new one. But yeah, that was a lot of running around and talking for very little killing. Okay, you've got it. Is this the mannequin navigation system? Wait a moment, I'll examine it. The path has really been stored, but since the chip isn't very big, the starting point was overwritten. Although we're close, the oldest data indicate a proximity to Rococo Town. I'm not sure, but the mannequin headquarters could be closer than we think. You'd better be ready for it. Okay, and over here, let's give the child a jacket. Haha, why does my sister keep lying to me? She's so mean. SoulWorker? Are you here because you have my daddy with you? My sister, she lies and always says I can't see Daddy. He's supposed to be so busy that he can't visit us. That's the truth. That's a lie, isn't it, right? Huh? What's that? Daddy's clothes? Wow, I haven't seen them in a long time. They smell like Daddy. How nice. But can't I see Daddy? Was my sister right? Is he that busy? Good. Then I won't act like that. Now at least I have the clothes when I miss Daddy. But I really miss Daddy a lot. Aww. Okay, just before I hit up the shops, did I pick up anything that is more powerful than what I'm wearing? The answer is no. So we'll stop by the store. They'll sell them off. We'll pick up this quest here. Hello, I called you because I have another personal request. Haha! Apparently, the mannequins are powered the same way as normal machines. So we want to use some of their parts for our own purposes. You know, screws and stuff. I'd appreciate it if you brought us their nuts. It's strange, but Rococo Town is full of screws, but lacks nuts. There's lots of stuff we can't use only because we don't have nuts that fit. It's just a shame, so we're looking for appropriate counterparts. Please, get me the parts from the mannequins. Nuts, they should do for now. Fetch advanced screw nut from blank puppet in our square. I'm begging you, it's the screw nuts, don't forget. Sure, okay.
クラウドリーム連合銀行はあなたの資産を安全にお守りします。
Dump materials in the bank. Because nobody got time for that. Have a quick swing around the mini-map. I don't see any more exclamation points or question marks lit up. Straight back in. Let's go kill some more mannequins. Mannequins shouldn't move by themselves anyway. Oh, but first a cutscene. Ooh, messy. Well, we have significantly fewer troops now. Generously forgiving. That thing just killed an entire unit. I must admit I missed what that little tutorial teaching thing said. I hope it wasn't anything too important. Times, huh? While my stamina comes back, and then I'll evade a few more times. one. Oh, did your armor break? Mine didn't. There we go. That takes care of that hidden quest. What have I done to deserve this? Phew, phew, damn. I'm completely done in. It's been a long time since I ran like that. Oh, you didn't run away? I'll take that device off your hands for a fair price. So, there's the same risk of death whether I'm betrayed for corruption or come here? Ugh, what have I got myself into? I have the AI module. Bow down and thank me. Shouldn't you be thanking me for my services? Ha! Looks like someone's trying to exploit their weakness. I've configured the AI module's attack settings to hone in on Big Puppet. If I'd had more time, I could have programmed evasive actions as well. But you know only too well that time is a luxury we don't have, so don't complain, accept my help gratefully instead. Yes, of course. Good work, moron! Here's the AI module. I've set it to install automatically on the computer that's linked to the helicopter. That means I've done my job and I'm getting out of here. Damn it, why does this always happen to me? Whatever, I'm out of here. Do your worst. Activate AI module in impregnability. Fun, fun. Activating.
AI モジュールインストール完了。敵残存兵力の殲滅を開始してください。
Kill the rest of the troops? Don't mind if I do.
味方ヘリの撃墜を確認。プラン A 失敗です。
In the amount of time that it took me to walk from there to here, the helicopter got blown up.
してください。方法があるはずです。
Murder, 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 murder. Whoops, missed some loot. Oh, and I missed some spawn. This site has giant AoE. I'm really liking it. Oh. Yes, thank you, Groupon. Ooh. That might be... Nope. Nope, it's not stronger than what I'm wearing. That is very sad. That is very sad indeed. Oh well. On to the boss. Let's take care of the dross first. Oh yeah, broke the super armor. Generally speaking, breaking the super armor means that they're briefly stunned, so I can just wail away on them. Okay, that's all the loot. I got all the loot. But yeah, the big things, the bosses at the end of stages and those big puppets, the larger of the spider creatures in the previous area that I was running around in, they all have super armor. And if you just keep wailing away on them, it will break their super armor and briefly stun them. And then you can really kick them around. Looks like you've met Gruten, but it also looks like you were in luck. Gruten will keep popping up in the future. If you keep destroying Gruten, you'll earn a great reward. It really exists, Gruten. That it does. And we have a quest to turn in over here.
Oh,
that's a heap of nuts. Now I have almost more nuts than screws. Ha 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 ha. Have you wondered what all this is for? Well, I'll need it eventually. That didn't actually answer what all that was for. Well, while I'm over here,
お金は嘘をつきません。
let's do the usual. We'll bank the materials and the boxes. I could open the boxes. They have prizes in them. Usually potions or that sort of thing. But the thing is that it just creates more stacks. And I've still got fairly limited inventory space. And I don't really want to use it up right now. But also, I see that I am level 10 now. Which means I can equip this lovely new scythe. I could open these boxes, but I'm gonna open that box. I'll leave that box be for now. I'm just going to stuff the slots here, just to make things easier on myself. Here we go. And that results in gear better than what I'm wearing, unlike what I've been picking up. Come on, put it on! Put it on! Thank you! And we'll sell the rest off. Ah, more inventory space. And another quest turn in. I'm lost for words. It was all in vain. I was quite right about the NED company. They give great hope, but it's all just hot air. Now we must turn to our last resort. If Plan A fails, I'll carry out Plan B, Starry Forest Shield. It's a joint operation between the SFL and the NED company, so everything has to go according to plan. There are several transporters in the sky above R Square. They're carrying the troops. The outer walls of Grace City are surrounded by a barrier from the Castle Rock series. I guess I don't need to explain that. As soon as this giant mannequin arrives at a predetermined point, the troops will jump off the transporters. That way we'll surround Big Puppet with the barrier. After that, we just need to make it self-destruct in combat. No matter how massive the explosion is, it won't penetrate the barrier. But the key person in this plan is you, Lily. You. So I have to lure that fatso and finish him? Oh, that'll be fun. Once you have goaded Big Puppet into the right position, you need to keep it busy until we have it surrounded. As soon as the trap closes, get out of there and get behind the barrier. This is a highly dangerous operation. If the timing is off by even a fraction, we'll all be dead. However, this is our only chance, and only you can do it. Yes, I'm starting to get the picture. I'd be annoyed if someone else took over. I would prefer it if I didn't have to ask you, but the fate of Rococo Town lies in your hands. There is another problem to solve before we launch the operation. Visibility is low in R Square. First, the R Square coordinates need to be transmitted to the transporter pilots. Activate the scanner to do so. Agreed. I'll be right back. Activate scanning device in Disaster Giant. I'm begging you, die? Certainly not. That's a weird way of phrasing it, but sure, I will attempt not to die. Eric! Huh, strange. Where did all the stuff go? Sorry, did you see the screws that were just here? Oh, sorry, I didn't even mean to ask you. Haha. Strange, all the same. Where did all the screws go? What did you do, Blondie? I had kept them aside to repair the drill, and now they're all gone. I was missing the nuts, so I saved up the screws in the meantime. If you are heading to R Square, would you bring me some screws? The mannequins seem to use parts similar to our own. Obtain advanced bolt from steel ball in R Square. That's terrible. Did somebody steal them? I'm guessing the answer is yes. Squad leader, did you misappropriate something again? Now I'm being accused of theft, too. I've just about had it. I was already transferred to Rococo Town as punishment. I've had it, yeah? Now leave me alone. Sorry, I've wronged the king of embezzlement. Stop it, you idiot. How can you treat me like that? You didn't see any more in me than that. All right, we should get one thing straight. Anyone who's already committed a similar crime is always the first suspect. It almost feels like I'm sitting in on a lover's spat here. You're calling me a criminal? Well, you embezzled. My conscience hurts. Well, Sean, what do you have to say about it? Now listen to me. If someone helps you, you should return the favor, shouldn't you? Now then, it hasn't always been a smooth ride, but I did help you all the same. I'm not asking much of you either, just a small favor from you to me. You know that the NED company is extracting ability in Control Zone 43, don't you? Unfortunately, the ground in Control Zone 43 is extremely hard. It makes drilling and extracting very tedious. And of course, a dump like this place doesn't have spares, so please get some parts for me from the mannequins. Crevices form when drilling the ground in Control Zone 43. I need sharp parts that fit in the crevices. Apparently there are mannequins that are orbited by sharp blades, a bit like a hula hoop. All you have to do is get the hula hoop off them. I'll take care of modifications. Obtain sharp parts from Saw Puppet in R Square. You're quick to agree. You're not like Eric. What? Why? Nothing at all. Now go do your job. Why aren't you working, squad leader? You just play the whole time. I'll work later. Don't worry about it and do your own job. Earning money is really easy. Some work their fingers to the bone, while others just stand around and earn bags of cash. It really can't go on like this. Oh, and what do we have? I have another quest over here. Oh, it's Mr. My Conscience Hurts Me for stealing the screws from the NED guy.
Hello,
your feet must be on fire the rate you're tearing around the place. Haha. I heard you're fighting the mannequins that move of their own accord. How do they accomplish it? The Merchants Union and the Starry Forest League are always keen to find new technologies. Mostly the military gets the technology that's good and expensive. So, I'd appreciate it if you could get me some of the mannequins' generators. I'm confident we would benefit from knowing how the energy is distributed across the parts. In fact, it could end up helping not just Rococo Town, but also the Merchants Union and the SFL. We have never seen technology like this, but it's evidently very advanced. We need the mannequins' generators, and that means we have to steal their technology. Obtain generator from Chubby Puppet in R Square. How to get power devices? If we smash up something here, we're bound to find some. You know what? I'm level 10 now. I just upgraded all my gear. Why not go after this hard thing? I could try the auto team. I am doubtful that anything will come of it, but I'll give it a chance. It's only half a minute, so if I don't find a party, I'll just go try it on my own. It shouldn't be too horrifying, most likely. Most likely. Nope. Nobody else looking to kill the Wolf of Greed on hard, so Off we go. The main thing about this is that when they change the difficulty, it does not actually change the AI of the monsters at all. It just gives them more HP and makes them hit harder. So they still behave exactly the same as they did in the lower level stuff. They're just more of a pain in the butt to kill. See, they just cluster up nicely for me. Okay. The layout of the maps doesn't change either. From a programming perspective, it does make everything a lot easier. But, you know, it also makes things very predictable. I keep trying to press 6 to get that circle going. Okay, I'm just going to take an HP potion here. Because this guy is going to kind of hit like a truck, and I'm bad at dodging. Oh, dang. He took so much time winding up, I just killed him. Dang. I feel like maybe I ought to feel sorry for him a little. Man, I didn't even really need to take that HP potion. I mean, I have 80 something of them. It's not like it was wasted or anything. But man, I expected him to be harder. That'll show me. So about that quest. Not right now. I am busy. Fine, shall we get started with the real work? I am busy. Thanks. Fortunately, I can start working now. Once I'm earning money, I'll invite you to dinner, okay? Spamming somebody with friend requests like that is just rude and weird. Okay, did I get anything good? The answer is sort of. I got a bunch of Gruten coins, which is excellent, and some blue equipment, but none of it is as good as the stuff that I was given. But sure, it is a pile of blues. Let's actually dismantle it instead of selling it.
これかなりサービスしてるんですよ。
Okay, that's some more good materials. Can't complain. And we'll just sell off the greens. And stuff the lot in the bank. I'm not sure why it rotated around to be showing me the sky like that. I mean, I know why that guy was spamming, or that player was spamming with friend invites. There is actually a daily quest of making friends. But honestly, I'm not playing for the most ideal. I'm just, you know, I'm here to kick some butt. And butt I will kick. Even things that don't have butts, I will kick. I will find a butt to kick on them. This is my promise to all of you.
巨大自爆兵器ビッグパペット破壊作戦開始。自爆だなんて野蛮ですこと。まずは R スクエアの各地にあるスキャンデバイスを起動してください。
Oh, that's a nice crowd. That's a nice crowd, yes. Luster for me. Did I see a box? No, I imagine seeing a box. That's one scanner. Enemies will be summoned shortly. The new scythe is good. I like the new scythe. Oh, there's Edgar again. Oh, he thinks I might be ignoring him. Okay. That's everything. Now I lost track of where the scanner was. Because it's behind me. I love doing that. Okay, next chamber. Hello, Edgar. Lord forbid I ignore you in this. Dang, that clustering thing is good. Come to think of it, I should probably spend some skill points after I get out of here.
スキャンデータを確認。健闘を祈る。ソウルワーカー。
Something like that blew up in the village. It doesn't bear thinking about. Hey, Lily. Ah, it's you, Eric. What brings you here? Hehe, were you frightened? The road here was extremely difficult for me, too. I ran as fast as I could. I've got a present for you. I heard that the operation is very dangerous. If I ran away because it was too dangerous, who would be left? That's true, but to put the entire fate of Rococo Town into the hands of one person? We can't put it all on you. If I can fight for everyone, that's enough for me. Yes, we should be grateful to you. Here, take this. It's a highly effective GPS. The pilots of the transporter need to know your position, otherwise they'll jump off at the wrong place. I bought it with my own salary, and I hope that it helps. Otherwise, it would have been a huge waste of money. Don't worry, your goodwill won't be meaningless. I lost everyone who was important to me to the vacuum. My family, friends, everyone I knew. Eventually, I ended up in Rococo Town. It was here that I found a friend who was like a brother to me. We were both new recruits in the Starry Forest League. He died some time ago, as he was saving you. I see. Oh, no, that doesn't mean that I now hate you. Just, you should know about it. That people have died for you. It's okay if you fail, or if you run away, but please, don't die. Don't give up your life. If you could do that, then everyone who died for you would be satisfied. Thanks for not meaninglessly resenting me, unlike the others. Because I believe that you don't see our victims as meaningless. Now go and kill those pigs. I won't run away. Defeat Big Puppet and Disaster Giant. You're free to move or not, but if it gets dangerous, you should get out. Aha, I'll always accompany you, be it the end or the beginning. Now go, hero of Rococo Town. I know I've been pronouncing it Rococo because that amuses me greatly. Hero, I'm certainly no such thing. I just like murdering things. Tiny kitten sits and thinks of murder all day.
ビッグパペットの出力大幅上昇。プラン B ザ・シールド作戦開始。ビッグパペットをおびき寄せてください。思い出しますわ。皆の視線が私に釘付けだった夏の社交界よ。
Okay. Hi, my name is now Bait. Hello, big ass puppet thing.
Big Puppet の誘導に成功。攻撃はせず、おびき寄せてください。
Now we just run.
視界確保が困難だ。6時方向にある広場に誘導しろ。
野蛮でのろまなデブ、こっちに来い。
He is really slow. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go.
旋回後、防護壁を順次投下する。
投下成功。ビッグパペットを完全に閉じ込めるまで時間を稼いでください。
Whoops.
美しくなければただのゴミ。さっさと消えろ。
I wish I was better at dodging.
面白い作戦ですね。
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
ファイヤー制御に異常発生。防護
ざけるな。我々がいくらつぎ込んだと思ってるんだ。今すぐ投下しろ。
There we go.
これもまた運命。
Oh, the little spirit embraced me. That was adorable. Somehow.
よかったです。本当によかった。すみません。すみません。
Well, that was fun. The very first time around that I played this game, it was being offered to North America by a different company entirely, and they did not give the kind of gear that I'm using here. The bosses were much more difficult. You really, even on the normal difficulty, you couldn't really defeat them without getting a party. Now you can just solo them. Oh, a whole heap of screws? You did a good thing helping our group leader. No, it wasn't me. Please forgive him. Everyone makes mistakes. How many times do I have to say it wasn't me? Hey, can you at least act like you're listening to me? You shouldn't sin, isn't that right? Right? Because sins are like those tasty potato chips. Once you start, you just can't stop. Yeah, keep talking. My conscience hurts. Alright.
一生懸命やるのもいいけど、無理しちゃダメよ。
I'm back, and this time I'm more or less finished. Miriam can't believe I'm alive either. Thank you for risking your life for Rococo Town. Is that what you wanted to hear? I don't want gratitude anyway. I only fought because I felt like it. What on earth was that? Did you think that as a soul worker you'd be able to handle such an explosion? When you saw that the plan wasn't working, you should have just fled. Have you any idea how people would feel if you sacrificed yourself for them? Do you have to play the hero? Do you think everyone will worship you if you do? Please stop that. What the? Even though I asked you so emphatically. If you do that one more time, I'll never forgive you. Aha, I guess my way of thinking isn't as easy to understand. Oh well, seems fitting. I'm not fighting because I want to be understood anyway. Yes, I don't understand you, but thank goodness you're okay. Thanks. I could lecture you forever, but we have to consult the NED company and wait for people. Go see Eric. He was brought back from R Square half conscious. Eric, so he's still here. I just spoke to him. He has something he absolutely wants to tell you. Go see him. I'm gonna get scolded for nearly dying again. There you are. Well done. I knew you could do it. If you knew that, then you should have turned your back and left. I would rather have spared you this horrible sight. Horrible sight? What rubbish! What's cooler than a hero that solves the problem in one go? But what's up? Yes, the kid from the NED company did behave badly, but I was just concentrating on the fight. Protecting people, isn't that what it's about? Is that how it feels? It's a miracle that everything went smoothly, but if it hadn't, those who died for you would have sacrificed their lives for nothing. Is this how you want to repay them? You need to take better care of yourself. Be quiet for a minute. What? You dare? Want me to write another letter? Whatever. Promise me you'll do better. You made your decision for the well-being of many, true. But remember, it can also lead to suffering for many. Yeah, I wasn't trying to lose my life either. All the same, it was brilliant, and you didn't even get scratched in the explosion. I only saw it from a distance, but I was so scared I nearly fainted. That would have been a sight, seeing you wet yourself. Want me to make you wet yourself? Honestly, it really does feel like I'm sitting in on something that I shouldn't be hearing. Come on, thinks he can call the shots just because he knows one of my weaknesses. One? I know more than one. How about we have a real good look at your weaknesses? Don't push it. Fun can get serious quicker than you think. Oh, now I'm scared. I think I'm going to wet myself. You really have to take things to extremes, don't you? Sean and Eric get louder as they fight. Oh, it's Ryu. I guess he has something to say too. What's all this noise? Lily, can you spare a moment? Yay! Everybody's gonna yell at me! It's a Yell at Lily party! So I'm gonna go turn in this quest to Sean instead. You've got it! Hey, be careful, otherwise you'll cut yourself. Huh, they look better than I thought. I'd almost hoped you'd only bring me broken ones. You're really honest. Great job! Thanks? Okay, Yell at Lily party continues.
よく来たな。
You're the center of attention. I've been watching how you fight via the operator system. I've noticed one thing. You're a supernatural like me and you just watched. A cat hiding under a car is more heroic than you. Yes, I'm a coward. You're completely right. But precisely because I'm a coward, I can give you a piece of advice. As a coward, you can shut up and watch me. I have nothing to discuss with you. You seem to have lost your sense of reason in the fight against Big Puppet. Can you deny it? Well, I wasn't really paying attention to all the text, so, shrug? The power you were given is obviously too much for you. Take care that you don't accidentally cut your throat with your mist scythe. Don't talk like you know everything. I'm still your superior, you incompetent supernatural. I've said it plenty of times, but with great power comes great responsibility. Oh my god, I'm going to get copyright claimed. Oh no. No, no, no. The bloodthirst in your eyes. I've seen it many times before. I know what it's like. Power and bloodthirst or not, don't become too arrogant. I'm just following my path as a soul worker. Enjoying the fight is secondary. You... Leave it, Ryu. Beat it. I have nothing more to say to you. Speak to Benjamin now. Oh. Huh, you don't have to dictate everything to me. Well, it's great that I'm alienating everyone around me. That's just awesome. Perry, this calls for a special report. If I can't report anything about the alchemist, I'll have to find another topic. Or maybe I should go see her personally and just interview her? No, definitely not that. Who knows what she would do to me? She might even turn me into an android. So, I've changed my plan, and now I will occupy myself with the scandal in the Starry Forest League. The scandal of the League, which is seen as the symbol of goodness and the hope of humanity. I received an anonymous message a couple of days ago. It was about the completion reward for the SFL Flex Quests. Heh? What's that supposed to be? My goodness, don't you know? Sometimes members of the Starry Forest League receive random quests. The point is to test how flexible they are. Because it is very difficult to be successful in this sort of quest. Normally, everyone is busy enough with their own quests that they scarcely have time. But if they successfully complete the Flex quest, they will receive a reward from the Starry Forest League. The reward is a small cube full of useful things for combat. The anonymous message was about this cube. Sometimes it's empty or holds useless things. That needs to be tested. If this is true, it will knock the SFL off their pedestal. And I will reap the recognition for bringing it to light. Then I'll be a producer at the Lion Channel again. Wahaha, just thinking about it. Since you are a member of the Starry Forest League, you should set out and get yourself a reward like that. Then I'll open the crate and check its contents. Clear hidden events. Hehehe, the producer, that's the boss at the station. Unfortunately, the ones that I've already done don't count towards this quest. Okay. Oh, there you are. I've already heard it from Eric. You risked your life to save our city. That's truly incredible. Normal people like me probably would have run away. That's why I wanted to give you something. Here, for you. Do you not know what that is? It's a key to the attic apartment on our house. You look like you didn't have your own home, Lily, so I wanted to offer you the apartment. We don't use it anyway, so... Plus, Satsuka and I are always scared when we're home alone. What do you think? Do you want to move in? If you do, it'll only charge you a really tiny amount of rent. Do you want to see the apartment? If you select My Home in the menu, you can have a look. Go to My Room. Please take another look around. You're not allowed to roll around on the floor. I'm not finished cleaning yet. I'm not actually going to do that right now because it's one of those time-consuming things, and I'm already doing enough time-consuming just by reading all these quests aloud. Generator. Let's see. ... That seems to be a perfectly normal generator. It receives power and passes it on. Something's not right here. If only I had examined the core of the mannequins. Haha, but it wasn't all in vain. At any rate, we now know that generators aren't different. Okay. Ha 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 ha. I think I just stepped on that cat. Oh, I'm sorry, kitty. I have a mission for you. Actually, the mission is from the Merchants Union. Did you know that R Square used to be a famous shopping street? There was nothing else like it. After the vacuum, many people came to R Square to get essential goods. Despite that, R Square still harbors a lot of things. R Square is a kind of treasure chamber to us. The Merchants Union dispatches teams there periodically to retrieve goods. It's just an estimate, mind you, but we think the content of a single building could keep Rococo Town's inhabitants alive for 2 years, goods and food. But the mannequins are destroying the buildings at random, which is problematic. They're so gigantic they just crush everything in their path. Look at it like this. Each time a building collapses, we lose 2 years of our lives. Terrifying, isn't it? What's worse is they're still at it. If we don't stop them, our losses may be fatal. This request isn't from the Merchants Union, it's from me, personally. But you just said... Never mind. I like Rococo Town. The area isn't that great, true, but the people are. And I want these people to live a bit longer. Yes, that's why. If you feel as I do, please accept this mission. Hard. Defeat Big Puppet in the Giant of Disaster. I'm begging you, return successfully and show the people. Okay? But while I'm here, I'd like to sell some equipment. Oh boy. Sell, 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 sell. That's not equipment. That is... Okay. And there are the earrings that go to that set.
クラウドリーム連合銀行はあなたの資産を安全にお守りします。
Okay, so let's dump the materials as usual. You know what? I'm gonna dump the Gruten coin too. There we go. And Major Benjamin. There you are. You have to understand Ryu's behavior. He's always been staid, but it's been getting worse lately. He said so, but deep inside, he certainly accepted it. And of course, I recognize what you have done. Yes, I just do what I want. I don't want to be condemned by anyone. If you think it's okay like that, then take care of it. We'll keep an eye on it. Yes, we'll keep an eye on it. On which path you take. But of course, it would be nice if you didn't always risk your life like that. Puppets again! While you were dealing with Big Puppet in R Square, other mannequins made it all the way to Rococo Town. Thank goodness it wasn't very many, and we defeated them without any losses. They behaved very differently to the mannequins in R Square. On top of that, they invaded from an unexpected direction. Please stop! We're now assuming that there is a second troop of mannequins. We've already begun searching. We didn't find anything of note. To be precise, we didn't find anything at all. There are unfamiliar rays coming from the area. They block both the satellite scan and simple communications. We sent a search party to look at the site, but they haven't returned yet. They obviously ran into a problem. Please go to the area in question and find out what happened. Phew, very well. That'll help me to relieve some stress. By murdering things. I'll rescue the search party and come back soon. I'll take care of everything so you can do a bit of sightseeing. It's nice that this is perking you up. Thank you for taking this on, but I'll leave it to you to decide what to do in an emergency. Find out as much as possible and then come back. Defeat the second squad of the Puppet Army in ominous spirit. From this moment on, all communications gear in Rococo Town will be disabled. I will use all the energy to set up a communication network between you and the operator. Please hurry. Don't forget that the search party and the collection of information have priority. Priority over whatever Warren wants? It's so unfair that I can hardly sleep because of it. The SFL has been undermining my position ever since they came to Rococo Town. When I was the only doctor here, I performed miracles with the meager supplies. Now the SFL is mucking everything up. Even the locals aren't coming to see me anymore. No, they go running to the SFL for their prescriptions. I'm not envious, you know. It's just that now I'm in the city limits with nothing to do. It feels funny. Whew. I'm sorry. Please give me some time alone. Speak to Sunny. Okay. Sunny it is. Warren? Huh, that's why he asked you for all those favors. But really, it's like this. Doctors in the city limits have to specialize in household remedies. It's not like that in our organization, which only use professional treatments. Our goal has always been a quick and correct treatment. But apparently Warren doesn't understand something important. When it comes to treating known diseases, we're the best. But in times like these, when a new disease emerges, there's nothing we can do. Then we need the experience of doctors like Warren. We have the training, but Warren has the experience. Experience is unbeatable when it comes to dealing with unanticipated situations. Let's hope that it doesn't happen, but if an unknown disease breaks out, our hands are tied. But Warren? Then we'll see how valuable his experience can be. I guarantee it. Let him know that he shouldn't worry so much. One day, Warren's ability will be of great use. Why am I mediating this? Something up? I said I wanted to be alone. Sunny said that? I see. Was it really an inferiority complex? If that's how you see it, then thank you. The most important thing is that there's no new disease. then hopefully exciting experiences are waiting today too. Well, that was a thing. Okay, let's put some points in skills. Death Grinder, you say? Oh, a ranged skill. Certainly. The Grim Reaper appears and draws in all enemies. Afterwards, you can throw them away or carry out an airborne attack. I have more skills than I have slots to put the skills in. This is good. And come to think of it, I should probably set up some... Let's see. The one I have on 5 is the one that draws them in, and then that one can hit them. And then I can hit them again. I can throw and then charge and then hit them. I like this one. Okay, let's take that one and we'll put it here. And we'll see what it does. But yes, I'm definitely going to raise this skill. Let's see, what can I raise? Soul Evasion. No damage received in evasion status. Okay, I'll try it. Stamina Mastery. Oh yes. That's useful. Going to continue with Basic Attack Mastery because I use it a lot. Let's see. 2 more points. Insanity. Permanently increases your critical damage. Okie dokie. I'll take that. That leaves 1 point that I think I will actually sit on for the moment. Let's go try some stuff out. Tower of Greed. So, what we do is we go forth and we try out the 2 new skills that I just got.
第二人形部隊目視で確認殲滅してください。何ですのこの重く不快です耐えられまして
Oh, it's a charge. I like that. Oh, property damage. So, ooh, nice. Works for me. Level 12. I keep thinking the glowing things over at the side are actually chests to go and beat up, but they're not.
形何か変な感じがしますわ。この反応
Evade 10 times, huh?
これは人間。この人形全部人間です。悪趣味ですこと。選抜体の可能性があります。調べてください。はい。
There we go. It only took all my stamina. A petrified human, a glittering blue jewel is embedded in him. Flying. Excuse me. I am trying to have a conversation. What a stupid statue. The skin really seems to be frozen. He looks as if he's suffering. Really. They ran all the way over here just to interrupt that. Oh, and there's another one. He looks like he turned to stone suddenly. The blue gemstone in the body. I'd rather not touch it. It's more serious than I thought. I need to return quickly and report back. Okay. Off to the boss, I guess. Hi. Broke his armor. Broke his armor. There he goes. Very nice. More equipment. Okay, is there anything in here I should know about? Apparently, oh, haha! Ha! Oh, I like doing that. Beating up the fire hydrants is just... I don't know what makes me happy about that little geyser that you set off by beating up the fire hydrants, but it makes me happy. And if something makes you happy and it does absolutely no harm, why not do it? Alright, let's speak to Benjamin. You're back again? The situation has already been forwarded to the operator. A gigantic tower? And people who are turned to stone? Problem after problem. Epidemic. I heard we just received the analysis of the rays from headquarters. They seem to be related to something that turns humans to stone. You don't say. Can you tell me what happened? It's probably quicker if you go straight there and listen to it. A corresponding report was sent to Sunny, so have her explain it to you. Speak to Sunny. You should have a doctor check you out. The Blue Flame Clown and the mannequins seem to be preparing for battle against Rococo Town, but we've been preparing for a situation like this since the vacuum. We can't lose. Ah, confidence. There you are. I was just reading the latest report from headquarters. This one is about how to fight bears. The last one was about how to use a marlin as a weapon. A marlin is one of those fish, the one with the gigantic spike on the end of its nose. I can think of at least a couple of ways to use that as a weapon, definitely. Popular scientific literature today really deals with strange things. Thing is, the SFL writes its reports in a secret code. Secret messages are concealed within the texts. We do that to ensure security. Against whom? That was a normal text? Deciphering the lot is actually quite fun. The secret code is interesting, but so are the texts. Headquarters has some people with a talent for this sort of thing. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have time for that now. I was just summarizing the report. The present wavelength is identical to the one emanating from the Temptation Stone. These electromagnetic waves are only fatal to humans. Anyone touched by them turns to stone and ultimately will cease breathing. The theory behind it is relatively basic. First, the person's blood hardens so that they can no longer move. If the hardened blood is then touched by another electromagnetic wave, the body petrifies. Shortly after petrification commences, the human is human no more. From a purely biological standpoint, there is nothing left to indicate that the body was human. A repulsive weapon, but they don't even use it in war. The petrified bodies have temptation stones embedded in them. They must be what turned them into mannequins. It may be that the temptation stones animate inanimate objects. That is to say, the enemy doesn't just use the radiation to freeze people with. If they did that, we would have fallen long ago. But that also means that we are in danger at any time. That's all this report says. I guess I don't need to tell you what kind of work awaits us. Hack, hack, clear everything out of the way? Happily. You could say that. Please report this matter to Major Benjamin. Oh, and one more thing. Warren is pretty tense. He's bursting with curiosity and wants to know what's going on here. Not surprising since he's the only doctor in the zone. Please go and tell him what he wants to know. Okay. There you are. What's going on in Rococo Town? The radiation the Vessi are transmitting from the tower is causing people to petrify and transforming them into mannequins. From the point of view of a doctor, do you think there's a solution? The people are petrified and then become mannequins? Why, how odd. We've recently seen an uptick in people with physical ailments in Rococo Town. Nothing we tried has worked. I was at my wit's end. Luckily, we weren't hit so hard. What matters now is that the symptoms of people affected are worsening. We don't know where the radiation comes from, but it's having a definitive effect on Rococo Town. Then the situation is serious. We have to do something as quickly as possible. It's a sickness that spreads evil. I guess you're going to deal with it, right? In that case, please see Benjamin and tell him this. Even though the radiation is weak, evil is brewing in Rococo Town. The more time we waste, the worse it will get. Speak to Benjamin. Tedious tasks don't bother me, but as a doctor, you should really worry more about your patients. Of course, after all, I'm wearing this coat to save people's lives. So many quests, and I am running out of time. I heard you report that the people in Rococo Town have turned to stone. Does that mean the radiation extends all the way into Rococo Town? If we do nothing and just let this happen, Rococo Town will turn into Mannequin City. Good, there's no time to waste. I've discovered that the radiation appears in specific locations simultaneously. It's possible that something like a transmitter is there. Our biggest problem is the tower, but we can't do anything about it right now. We have to destroy the transmitter first. But is there nothing that can be done about the radiation? There'll be a problem if I get petrified too. Strangely, you don't have to think about that. I don't have to think about it? Supernaturals are immune to most illnesses. The radiation and the petrification are terrible for sure, but they change the cells the same way illnesses do. That's why SoulWorkers especially shouldn't have any problems with them. We tried it out with Supernatural Ryu, so there's no doubt. He won't fight, so they're just using him as a guinea pig now. Then the Four Eyes is at least good for use as a guinea pig, right? At any rate, you can rest easy when you're there. But there are other dangers there. Retreat immediately if anything happens. Okay. Unfortunately, I was hoping to have the time to go out on a battle, but there are just too many quests to pick up, and I have already run up against my limit. So I'm afraid that this is where Mid-Month Monday is going to be ending. Not with a smash, 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 but with a, you don't have to worry about being petrified. Which I suppose is a good thing. In any case, it's a bit of a silly game, and it's extremely shallow in most of its things, but it's still fun, and I had fun, and I hope that all of you watching had fun as well. It was good. I will be returning to stream again on Wednesday at as close to 7 o'clock as a group of people can be gathered together effectively to play Among Us with a group of my local-to-me writer friends. We are ridiculous, and I really recommend watching. It's a lot of fun. We've been playing together for some time now, so we've really started to learn each other's tricks and tells. So it should be very fun to watch. And then the day after that, I will return again for Try Not to Die Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I am currently playing the first of the Disgaea series games in the PC version and failing miserably at not killing my people. We'll see if I do any better this week than I did last week. But I have broken my record. Last week I broke my kill record of the week before, and we'll see if that happens again, or if I manage to keep the deaths down to a minimum. And then after that I will return again on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time to play some more Solasta. I did the majority of the tutorials yesterday, so I should be getting more into the actual plot soon. Next week, next Sunday, hopefully. And I hope to see you there. I have had a great night. This has been really fun. I hope you all had a great night too. And I hope that you have a great night going forward. Good night.